time is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone, but you getting my full shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. You getting nothing, Joker.
Get down. Get up.
You getting nothing, Joker.
Hello and welcome to the OC Philippines National Social Media 4K 7K Tournament 2021. Finals week 2 Mappool Showcase. I am Surf285 and alongside with me in the commentary booth is Siloweska Els and Swarmsy. Also joining us later in the commentary booth for the 7K Mappool Showcase is Lenpai. So, oh my gosh. We've been working on this tournament ever since March, April, or somewhere in between. And I cannot believe that it's all about to end. We are now at the business end of the tournament and a lot of things has happened. So many intense matches, so many moments. Maybe some implications as well on whatever's going to happen in the future of the community. So I guess a better way to start us is like, well, Emily unmuted.
Honestly, I just want to say that I'm really proud of everyone in the staff, the players, who actually supported us to keep us motivated on doing this tournament, since me and Emily is like first timers on doing this, and it's been a huge achievement for us, even though with the ups and downs, with the help of everyone's positivity, we did it. We actually like made one complete formal, or not entirely formal, but a very successful tournament this year.
Well, speaking of successful tournaments, I actually want to congratulate you on finishing SVSE as well, alongside this one.
Yeah, give your claps, everyone. Woo! Tap ko na yun. Anyways, all I can say is, I had to say it.
Bumalik na naman.
I had to say it. Kasi, final match showcase na. So we need to end it in a good note. And all I can say is,
Second time?
this is really the pool of those who came out on top and shined and showed to everyone that no matter what generation of Mania PH players they have faced, no matter what circumstances they were put in, they're here fighting for that championship.
Well, without spoiling the pools, what do you guys think is going to happen in the following weekend? Can we top whatever happened last night?
Oh no.
Honestly speaking, that would be very difficult to top.
3 tiebreakers in a row.
Tiebreakers in a row. What kind of weekend do you see that? And that would be fine if it were the group stage, but finals week 1, you don't see that often.
True.
I'd also like to add that this time around, I'm expecting everyone to step up.
I mean, you've been saying that every round. Like,
Bruh.
Realize that.
yeah, that's like, you literally said that how many times the entire tournament already, both on stream and off stream.
Parang NBA finals na to eh. So parang ano ba?
Ako po. But anyways, before we start the showcase, we're just gonna say, at least for the 7K side, apologies kasi the entire pool except for a certain pick was actually played on autoplay because we were not able to find any players who are willing to put their keyboards in their hands to torture.
15 maps were autoplayed, so bruh.
Good luck. Well, a 4K, somebody apparently is still sadistic enough, I guess.
True.
Masochistic enough.
Well, compared to 7K, it's not that really like dense, and yeah, we still have like players that can play late game. So thanks for those players, especially the laboratory rats and the staff.
I mean, at least on 4K, you guys have so many players who could take over. But like on 7K, literally the only people who could actually play the pools are playing in the tournament.
Oh my
And isn't
god!
it the replay person?
I mean, the replay person Zycard has done a very good job on doing the replays on 7K.
Yeah,
Though maybe circumstances just weren't friendly enough.
Yeah.
Plus, Maple Syrup actually offered to do the replays. Kaso puro B na lang ang score lahat.
oh my god.
By the way, all I can say is I'm really hungry, so I'm eating while communicating.
True.
On food
Well,
pack.
Well, sorry, because 4K will be starting the showcase. Also, just to note, we've teased last week about a certain pick in the pool.
Yes.
So that does mean that the tiebreaker for 4K and 7K, similar to the one of the SV charts on the finals week on pool, will be played after both showcases are done. So stay tuned for that one. And as pinned by the admin on the chat, please remember to stick until the end of the stream to see what's in store on that tiebreaker. Without further ado, Arcat, you may start the 4K showcase. As I step out to the call, I'll be back for the 7K showcase. Thank you so much.
Also, let us welcome Swarmzy in the call, which will be our guest commentator, I guess.
Hello,
for-
Swarm. Say hello.
Hello everyone. Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Actually haven't really commentated that much.
This
Like
is
I only
true.
commentated once.
Hi, teammate. This is my teammate, everyone. Say-
Poggers. Okay, shall we
Hello.
start? Shall we start?
All right. Okay. It's like
Here we
you know what
go.
Emily was saying. A step up indeed.
Here's the first map.
So, like, go ahead. Go ahead, Swarmzy.
If you check Mania World Cup round results and try out the warm-ups done by teams for fun, you will definitely know about this map. This was first picked as the Philippines roster's warm-up against Switzerland in the group stages of 4K Mania World Cup 2020 and is now re-entering as the first technical pick of the Grand Finals Mappool. Necrophagatos by PyroXD is definitely a unique map, having a very high 340 BPM snap in 1-4 and a dumpy LN plus Rice Truly combination at that. This map requires you to be quite adept in both Rice and LN in order to really understand and hit the patterns, since the patterns in this map don't really have the common patterns seen in most maps, somewhat making this an anti-meta technical chart.
Wow, like, these talents kind of make it look like a hybrid. Wow.
Yeah, something like a wildcard or hybrid pick, definitely.
Oh my god, Ellen's on the rice pick? Oh no!
I mean, this is the grand finals. Come on, chat.
True.
By the way, chat, now that there's Ellens in the pick, we have a question. How many Ellen picks are needed to the right first this time?
74.
Tunog utot daw! Sabi ng admin ng Costa.
When you play LM in rice, Poggers.
Parang ako yan. Swarmzy, anything you'd like to add? By the way?
Yeah, technical Skill wise, this is a really huge jump from finals. Actually,
Anything like what does this remind you of?
I mean, the patterns are really unique, so I can't really find any similar map to this.
Would you compare this to like Speed of Light 2 finals, Grand finals, or just winners finals?
Probably grand finals, maybe, or
Well, to
somewhere
me,
around that.
Grand finals had Said 1.25. I don't think this is Said 1.25 level.
Well, it's definitely very technical, and I don't know.
Look at those jabs. And look at those streams. Look at those lows. Look at those LNs. Look at that!
Okay, we got some stairs going on here.
Yeah, you have so many stairs. It's really and look at those LNs. I have to say, look at
Oh
those.
man,
Amazing.
I really hate that transition. It goes from just stairs to then just like jack, and I don't know what those patterns are called. Oh wait, that's actually the ending.
I believe the next map, I can take care of that one.
Yes, yes. Okay, so next map, second map for grand finals is none other than
Here we go. Proto Flicker by CRZ Chrysaline, also known as Lovely Serenade. So like, you can go ahead and play the map, Cat, for our viewers to see. This has a star rating of 6.26. So like, somewhere around 6.26 to 6.3. And you might be wondering, why is this lower than Inai Sekai? So, wouldn't this be easier? That's wrong. Inai Sekai, you still have a break from like holding the LNs. Here, you have one break and that's it. As you can see, the whole chart is literally full inverse. Full inverse! Like, why would you do this to yourself? Why did we even pick this? I don't know. It's just this pick fits very well among the rest. And I'm telling you, this is among the easier picks in the pool. I'd say this is the easiest pick of the LN chart.
easier. Oh my god.
This is the
Okay.
easiest LN pick in the pool, everyone.
I can't relate.
Bruh, I would die.
This is the thing. Again, if this is the easiest LN pick in the pool, wait till you see the rest of the charts.
Real.
Whew. Oh my god.
So there we go. Here's the break I'm talking about. So yeah. I'm sorry about my absence. I had to do something, but there you go. Here's the hard part. The Ellen Jacks. What's
Final
really kind
loads.
of difficult here is not only the combo, but holding that accuracy together is gonna drain a lot of your stamina. Like, look at that. I just missed there. It's so hard to keep track. Like, you have to focus on two things. Combo and accuracy. You lose one of them, you're dead. You're gone. But again, this is gonna be a common theme for all the Ellen charts.
I cannot read LN. What the hell?
Same. I cannot read.
And there we go, here's the ending. Here is quite possibly the hardest part of the chart. And there it is. You have some fresh air to breathe on that part. Not that much to stay, but this, despite being, in my opinion, the easiest long note pick in the grand finals, is gonna prove to be a challenge for everyone.
Okay, so I think that our third map is played by Swarmsea, and this is the hardest one, I suppose.
No.
Troll moment. Okay, Swarmzy, are
Oh,
you
Swarmzy
ready?
saying no. Swarmzy saying no. Oh, it's not. It's not.
No, no. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put the replay in three,
Okay.
Two
Hmm?
two.
and
No!
oh, it is. It is.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. So here's the next pick.
Alright, I'm gonna go with my script
Oh my
here.
god.
You may all remember this map as the technical map from the ever so popular Delta Dan. Though, as you can see, this isn't quite the same as the one in the Dan course. That's right, Crescent's 1.05 rate in the Delta Dan wasn't enough for this Grand Finals, so we have decided to pick 1.1 instead, a rate 4.76% faster than the one from Delta. Have a good day, everyone.
I'm crying. I'm
Why is
crying.
it not full LN? Why is it not full LN? Make it full LN.
Bruh.
And this would finally be finals level.
Blow your mind.
When you grand finals. Oh my god. I'm so speechless right now.
I can't believe that.
Bruh. Like, how do you play this? Man.
Alright, here we go. I mean, like, if you wanna play better, you can just ask people to provide a new client for you. Cricket noises. Yeah.
What?
Sorry, whatever. Here
Oh
we
my
go.
god.
Here it is. Here's the which I consider this to be the hardest part of the chart. Or not really, Swarmzy.
No, there's something harder than this coming up next.
Here we go.
I agree. Well, enough trolling.
Just kidding. Yeah, we're not.
Troll.
We're not really.
Get pranked.
Well, no, we're not really gonna use this one.
True. Okay, so for the actual third pick in grand finals, Arcat map poggers. Okay, anyone who can describe this? Bruh.
Well, it's Jack. I guess we can start with that. But I guess Swarmzy is like more the one who's more credible to describe that.
Okay, wow. Alright, we'll go with it then. Bathala by. Oh no, I probably pronounced that wrong. Okay, the map made by Arcat. This is a custom Korjak map by Arcat for this tournament, permitted and suggested by Nick Droid. This Korjak selection is similar to our previous round of 16 Korjak selection, Sudden Romance. Instead of being consistent in some classic 322 chords, this Korjak pick consists of vocal and lyrical bases on the triples, jump jacks, quads, on every one or white line with quads in every start and ending of a chord section. And most importantly, this Korjak pick is increasing in density from basic 322 at the beginning to 323 in the middle and 333 at the end. Although this is 3 BPM slower than Nexta, the Grand Finals Jack pick, it is unquestionably more dense and hand-straining than the previous Jack pick.
Honestly, like
But hold on.
I mean, would Crescent Moon be easier than this? just for the memes.
No, I was just joking. Crescent Moon would actually be the hardest one. But like,
Bruh.
But yeah, this
like
time-
some maps in some rice maps in the pool just require you to practice more and not really on like really high tier physicality like on Crescent Moon.
Wait, so like, people in the chat, is it Bathala or Bothala?
Bathala.
Bathala.
Oo, Bathala pag Tagalog.
Bathala.
Oo, Bathala.
Okay. Bathala. So wait,
Fourth pick?
before you play the next pick, for that.
Okay.
You guys are debating how Bathala is being how it's pronounced?
Yeah.
Bro.
I messed it up.
Mga kapatid, mga
Portfolio.
kaibigan, ang Bathala ay sinasabing Bathala, hindi yung katulad kay Swarmzy na Botholo.
But wait, cut. Don't play the next pick yet.
Okay.
Remember when I said the previous pick was the easiest LN pick in the pool?
True.
Well, I don't think anyone's gonna like the next one. Go ahead. So, here's the LN density pick. Kyoki Ranmai by Underjoy.
I'm dying.
People know this as, one of the charts in the infamous Yorikos. But that was in 1.05. That was like, imagine this, but in 1.05, that's the York. I originally even thought of upgrading this to 1.025, but I think that was way too much. But yeah, here you go. It doesn't really start that much, but it's very dense from the get-go. Like, you don't have a single breath of fresh air here. Like, look at that. Those patterns remind me of like Inai Sekai, but so much tighter. It's so tight. Look at those gaps. But yeah, again, it's like you mix speed and LN. That's basically what I described as. Speed, LN, jump stream. This is the epitome of that. Would you all agree? And no response, so I'll take that as a yes. Anyways, as the map progresses, it's gonna strain you, and here's gonna be the hardest part of the chart. There we go, rolls, and now you will be witnessing quite possibly the place where most players are gonna choke. Oh wow, I choked on the LS! What? But whatever, there it is. The jump stream LN section. Really difficult to hold combo there. Wow. That's very difficult, and I'm expecting a lot of chokes there. So yeah, just to take note, it's not over yet. We still have this section, which is not that easy to combo at all. It's really, really dense. And you'll see at the ending some gaps that will make you go, wait, what are these gaps? You'll see here, in any moment now. Here we go with the very, very tight LN gaps. There we go. That part, I'm expecting some chokes there too. And look, 200 drops, chokes, you name it. Expect that a lot in this part.
I actually thought I made the Rice Mappool like too hard, and like when I see the LN, I don't really know anymore.
Yeah, how do you even act that? But anyways, again,
Bruh.
Swampy, it's you again who's gonna describe the next one, I believe.
Yes.
Alright, we've got Best Friends and Bike Rides. It's a converted map from Eterna's Minty Fresh Pack 2, which is a pack known to contain a lot of technical files. Best Friend and Bike Rides is a versatilely technical map that requires the player to be speedy and also be able to read the patterns correctly. This is a technical reading chart. The map is also a vocal dump, meaning the patterns may be quite unnatural, consisting of 2 or more different patterns depending on the part of the audio at times. The map rhythms are snapped at 1/6, 1/8 most of the time due to the vocal dumps. The patterns get denser halfway through, almost utilizing the full range of the snappings instead of leaving some spaces here and there. Alright, it's going to get denser at this part.
Teka lang. Sabi ni Foxy sa chat, Foxy said in the chat, Pantec. And I just wanna say, Pantec, isn't that a keyboard brand?
Oh, Emily. No.
Yeah, it gets really speedy at the end. Okay, that's the end right there. Alright, so that's best friends and bike rides.
Let's proceed to the next one, I guess. Okay, so we've seen this from 4-digit MWC. We've seen this a lot of times in different tournaments, especially on international tournaments, mainly France, Belgium. Yeah, and we're using Frizura for this, Grand Finals SV Hybrid or SV1 pick.
Why do we have... How many 40 M3 picks are hidden in the pools?
Wait, what? Oh my god, my replays are are seen. No,
Well,
That's a lot of tries.
no.
34?
one might be wondering why a 4-digit MWC3 Grand Finals SV pick is in the pool, but I think
True.
it's disturbing. Like, SV isn't really played that much, if I were to be honest. I mean, it is played, but not as much as the other skill sets, so this justifies it. So, Kat, go ahead, describe it.
Okay, so I don't have the sheet open, but if I remember clearly, this map consists of very tricky snappings, 11/4, 7/4, and 4/3. It also has like a very weird rhythmic patterns that challenges polyrhythmic sense, and to the point where you actually need to practice the oral ability and the audio and memorize the audio instead of fully just what you call that, implying on visuals. The players should also have a weird, let's say, a weird word for consistency, which is visual cognizance and oral cognizance. Because, yeah, as you're hearing right now, it's very weird to hear. And that's a very Igor song. Igor-like song. Just like how Leaf makes music. So yeah,
Leave the commentator or
Leaf, the one who created I.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Also, this map actually is filled with fake outs that it's never ending. You shouldn't like just base on your visuals here. You should keep on time, as well as fun fact, this has 45 transitions overall. Like 45 cuts, 45 different SD events, and almost 2,700 green lines. So practicing this would be really, really hard. Also, accuracy-wise, this is one of the hardest ones in like 1,000 of SVs out there. So good luck.
Bruh.
Honestly, like, SV is always a struggle to act if you're not prepared.
I agree with that. So anyways, let's proceed to the next one. Our 7th?
7th.
I guess
And it is the stamina pick. This operated difficulty of ghostly eyes makes you beg for this map to end. It is a pain to both play this accurately and actually try to hit the patterns. The patterns are very trilly and anchory hand streams that seem to go on forever because of how the patterns flow with the music. There are almost no actual breaks in the map, only slowed down sections. The patterns are somewhat repetitive, though it gets spiced up with some rolly transitions here and there depending on the part of the audio. Alright. Yeah, this one's going to really just go on for a really long time.
What is this map? Why is it not stop? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, as I said, it does not really stop.
Don't stop.
Okay, but when does it stop though?
Okay, but yeah, look, Swarmzy is not missing anytime soon. What a performance.
Oh my god.
I don't know. But 99.81 up to now, that's something else.
I actually didn't, that was my accuracy at that point. But I know, like, I kept on choking right after the combo break on the 2.600 combo. Okay, so right after here, I just kept on choking.
Oh my god. Please stop. Ghostly eyes, stop.
It doesn't really stop.
Oh my god. When
Hey.
you don't stop.
Okay, so here's like the very short break, and then it goes straight back.
Bruh, that's like a fourth of a second. Huh? Oh my Jesus. It's actually non-stop.
You
And
definitely should not play this when you can't really chill that well.
And I thought Far From Truth and the other one is very harsh already. Hello? Okay, so this is worse than Spiral. Okay,
Well, judging from your thought process, I guess you can say that it was far from the truth.
It's actually done. I was like just going to check the chat. Oh wait, no, it's actually almost finished.
yep.
Alright. Okay, I missed there.
That's so funny. When you miss the last note.
So, I think I'm the one who's supposed to take care. Swarmzy, I
Yep.
think you're familiar with this because we played in the tournament. But here you go. Central Nucleus. This was cut. And look at this. This is the hardest pick in potentially one of the harder picks in the pool for LS. Central Nucleus is gonna prove to be a challenge for you. Like, Logical Stimulus 1.0 was the wildcard pick. If that wasn't hard enough, look at this. This is gonna prove to be a challenge right at the end. I mean, if I remember correctly, Central Nucleus, the song, was used in a group stage tiebreak in the previous iteration of the tournament. But this Central Nucleus is so much more different than that. So at the start, it's not really that hard. It's very tame. It's LS. Like, look, Leon the ET is just holding combo like it's nothing. Wow, biology class. Yeah, the mitochondria is power to cell. We know that. But this is definitely going to be hard to power through by a lot of players. And look, those mini
Leon the
look,
ET.
here's the technical part. So many mini-jacks. And look at that. Look at this. Look at the technical LX section. When the mini-jacks don't stop, the technical part doesn't even stop. You have long LNs, staccato LNs, the epitome of LN nightmare. And there it is. It's not over yet. We have so much more of the map yet, and that was already one of the hardest sections. But yeah, it goes on and on and on. This is the pick, like, you know how the previous one was like, what was it again? Ghostly Eyes? How
Oh, yeah.
Ghostly Eyes went? This is the one in the LNs where you'd beg for it to stop. So yeah, still going. We're not even done yet. The ending isn't a slack either. Look at those mini jacks. So yeah, they just keep on going. We have a very tame LN section now, at least compared to the previous one. But it's still very, very choke heavy. We still have a short burst of mini jacks and throw some LNs to the mix, and you get this. So yeah,
Mappool is too hard.
I believe
Ban
that's,
everything.
I mean, it's the grand final, so it really should be this hard.
It's probably way too hard though. Like the jump from finals is too. It's just too apparent.
True.
Yeah. The mini jacks don't stop, everyone. Still there. And there it is. That's one of the harder elements in the pool. So yeah, there is Central Nucleus by Davi. And the next pick is gonna be one of the hybrids. You have Quawar. Jimmy returns to the start at 1.15. This was used in Southeast Asian Championships, but the map was updated, and I believe it was cut as well. But this is the full version. Players would have to traverse through such a difficult hybrid. This is the Ellen-oriented one. The hardest Ellen-oriented hybrid in the whole 2021 Ospeña Philippines Nationals 4K division. I said that it's crit, I don't care. But anyways,
Poggers.
here it is. At the start, it doesn't really look that tough. Leon putting off an ET performance as always. So yeah. Any words for you two? Any words that you'd like to add to this kind of map?
Yeah, I don't know what this map is. Not at all.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I pretty much
right now,
only
like,
know
what do you see
Rice.
right now? Is it gonna look like a difficult chart? I mean, it already is. But
I cannot read.
that's okay. That's okay. But at the start, it gives some mini jacks, LN transitions. It's a complete package of what you'd call a hybrid.
I can finally say the meme, matalino nga pero hindi naman makapagbasa. When you're illiterate. Bruh. when you're illiterate. Bro.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, this is so like hybrids in this tournament have been really woo, it's been a journey, and I really can't believe this is one of the last hybrids in the world. Oh my god, I think that's a call lock. So yeah, there we go. It's continuing the Ellens, the Rise transitions, mini chat, etc. They don't stop coming. You really need to power through all that. And there you go. We're at the halfway section of the chart. But again, that's not the whole story yet. Ending is gonna make a lot of choke. So as it continues, it's looking like we have a big section here where players can still hold their breath. we're gonna. So yeah, there you go. There's a difficult stream transitions in the mini jacks. It's continuing.
You
And
know
there
what
is-
this reminds me?
Yeah, what is it?
The MWC Grand Finals tiebreaker, Sohito Sekai, by Mint.
How so, actually?
Yeah, because it has like very technical patterns and really bursty.
I see.
I can't see. I am illiterate. I'm so sorry.
Iba na yan.
Maybe hard. Honestly, honestly speaking, I really don't know how well the players are gonna hold on to this, but this is gonna be something that they have to take note of. Everything's harder. Everything's gonna be challenged. No easy routes.
So yeah, let's proceed to the 10th map. Imagine if I pull out a forgotten 1.4 here. That would be funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is our let's say this is our pure memory map. This is SV2 SV memorization, and this is played by T-Deck on SVSE. I just stole the replay. Anyways, let's just play. Let's just play it. So to describe this, I honestly, yeah, basically you would expect some fake outs, and you know, because this is Grand Finals SV already, we opted to use contact, but it was really easy for Grand Finals, so we found another pure memory map that has basically fake LNs, fake flams, fake stutters, any fake SV events that you can actually mention. Also, how can I describe this like fully? Like, this is only 1/8. I mean 1/4. But the main tempo is very cruel. If you remember Gun and Base, you have like a very fast teleport. This has a very weird slowdown after a flash teleport. So you would expect a very like a very difficult time to actually have a very good accuracy here. And I would suppose that this would be 100% bandwidth for the top 3. It's just short, by the way. And I have an offline score of my sight read with a C rank. So please do not sight read this. Oh my god, look at that.
It's actually interesting how you got T-Deck to send replay. That's great.
Also, thank you to T-Deck for actually I just stole the replay. So I'm thanking T-Deck.
Wow, what the heck?
Bruh.
Still
I just DM T-Deck. Hi T-Deck, can I use your replay on the live match on your SVSE thingy? And he said sure. So yeah. Let's proceed to the next one, I guess. Okay, so this is our 11th pick, and I think Swarmsea or Or Emily?
Well, I mean, I can do it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, here we go. So the mapper's name, it's literally it's literally what you'll be seeing while playing this map. Digital Kekak or Ketchak number 5 is the Grand Finals West wildcard pick. It is a huge jump from the previous Grand wildcard pick, possessed by the Blood Rune. In comparison, Digital Ketchak is like a hot pot of patterns, while PBTBM is more like a layer cake. Actually weird for comparison, but anyway, Digital Ketchak has more pattern variety. This map is snapped in 1/8 at 171 BPM. It's somewhat hard to describe the patterns in plain text, but you can look at the replay yourself to be informed about the patterns of this map.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize I was muted.
Bruh.
Well, Swarmzy, any more words to say?
Yeah, like this could like easily be probably a technical pick also. I don't know. Like there's just a lot of patterns in it.
How do you pronounce this? Is it Kekak or Ketchak?
I really don't know. But I
Ketchak.
search it though.
It's Ketchak.
I think it's a dance or something.
Ketchak.
Yeah, Ketchak.
Yeah,
Because it's like
Kekak? Kekak?
no, don't say it like that. No.
Kekak.
No. Go back.
Okay, whatever. We're skipping that. The title is up for debate.
Wait, I think this is actually the hardest part for me because of how like the speed just changes. Like it was really dense before, and then just goes very slow.
This is cute though. It's very symmetrical.
Also, like, I know this is a side note, but just seeing the chat right now, I just want to tell you, just push hard. You'll be able to reach your dreams, and we'll be watching your progress there. Good luck on your stuff.
Kekak all the direct translation. I'm not translation. The title name sounds like Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow.
Oh my god.
Ka-chow.
Oh,
Ciao.
Ka-chow.
oh my god.
Oh no, I ruined it.
Right. So here's the first break, I believe, the map.
So there's the break.
And I actually can't hear the audio right now. I don't know how to fix it.
How hard is Grand Finals pool
The
in
long
comparison to the MWC pool?
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
there is a long jack and the trail too. And I'd like to ask you, Swarmzy, based on playing the pools, how hard is this in comparison to MWC finals?
Very, very sorry. I actually didn't really watch the later rounds after we like backed out of MWC.
I mean, like, no, like, even 2019, even something like Crystal Chamber Combustion, or maybe something like Holding Up for a Hero.
Oh, definitely harder.
Okay, well, at least for 2019, this pool is harder. And I believe 2020, we could also put up a strong case. This is kind of harder.
This is basically like just car sounds, and I can't unhear it. It's Lightning McQueen all over again. It's not even funny anymore. Why is there car sounds in the song? No.
Ciao.
Kerchu.
Ka-chow!
Wow. Right, so it's ending. Alright, that was the wildcard pick for Grand Finals.
Okay, let's proceed to the I lost count. Bruh. I have number dyslexia. I'm so sorry. Is it
Oh.
12?
have no clue at this point. Like,
Yes, it is 12.
Okay,
okay,
so
there we go.
12.
Thank you, Stormzy. Thank you, thank you.
So 4 more to go. Our 12th pick is
It's, well, not counting the tiebreaker, right?
also, by the way, thank you Abraxos for letting us for like letting us use this, because he was going to actually update the original diff, but you know, this is for ranks, by the way. So good luck for Abraxos and thank you again. So this is Eagle Seeker. Emily, go
Here
ahead.
we go. So, like, Eagle Seeker, it's a Rice hybrid pick. It's a flat out similar to how my Capacitance plays, but less techy and has more burst. Technically speaking, prosing to how the previous hybrid pick plays, this is more streamy and has more irregular LN snapping placements that can easily trip players from getting a bad rush or a column strain or column lock. Considering that this is to 34 BPM, this truly challenges the player not only to stay consistent, but rather con the factor of throws. In this map, you should expect a lot of flams, races of the screams, LN release timing, and technical LN streams.
So yeah. So I'm out of words describing this. I would just say that this is a very technical one. You only have like strings, but yeah, why is it hard? That's the thing here. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say.
All I can
Oh
say
no,
is,
I said the word.
let's go!
Let's go.
I said the word. No.
It's not a word, it's a phrase.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, all I can say is
When the chat is not responding,
Oh,
they're speechless about the pool. It's so hard.
so yeah, wow, it's really a testament to how difficult the pulls are.
There's a very good bait here. It's like muted, then there's another part. Oh, this is the part.
Oh my goodness, that will trip up a lot of players here. And anyways, the next pick.
30
Wait,
map.
wait, Kat. So like, something like, what is something that you've noticed in MWC? There's always that one Ellen pick that everyone goes, why is this so hard to hack? What's a map pool without a timing hell? Well, here you have it. The
Timing hell.
in this pool, Humanly by Raymel. You all know that the creator of Timing Hells has usually been one crystal, but Raymel has made a really difficult one as well. That rhymed really well. That is swell. But anyways, regardless of those rhymes, we have Human. So like, in Speed of Light 2 Grand Finals, this one on 1.1 rated, which is ridiculously difficult. So 1.0 balances out like the difficulty of the releases, and honestly, it's seriously challenging to hack. I'm not sure if this is like if this is harder than dance number, but my score on dance number is higher than Humanly, so this might be like, I just say it's around the same tier as dance number. So yeah, Humanly is going to be real challenging. You are not the quickest player on that. The coordination you need to have to hit those hits is, it needs to be very good. You have to be very fluid with your meaning like while you're able to hold your combo, the accuracy needs to be there. It has to be flexible. You cannot just have one or the other. It's not gonna be enough. You need to have both.
Also, thank you for Ravil for letting us use this for grand finals.
Yeah, shouts to Raphael, however you pronounce it. How do you
Yeah.
pronounce it? I say rave, but I mean like raves their nickname, so I just say Ravale. But regardless, this is so hard. Oh my god.
I agree. Initially, I think we wanted to use Dansu number something by one crystal, but
Way too overused.
yeah, it's so overused.
Like, it's so overused, we had to mix way too and over. That's how.
Imagine if I map Tiny Hell, Togger.
Inaisekai timing out.
True.
Well, yeah, what really makes this difficult is it just never stops. Like, something I've noticed is we don't have a short Ellen pick here. I think Kyoki Ranmai is the shortest Ellen pick, and that's crazy. So yeah, any more things you'd like to add? Yeah, there we go. Let's continue. And there it stops. Like, Jesus. Look at the Jax. Why would you add Jax?
Oh
And there
my
you go.
god.
And the next pick, the last one.
Oh, it's
No.
14th. It's 14th.
No. We
Second
still
to
have
the
two
last.
more.
Yep.
Oh yeah, two more. But that's the last Ellen pick. Last Ellen pick.
Alright.
Here we go. Go ahead, Swarmzy, take it.
The rank map? No. Bruh.
Alright. A rather huge jump from previous rounds jump stream hand stream pick. Intersect Thunderbolt is an anchory dense jump stream pattern map coming in at 281 BPM, around 13 BPM higher than Whitehair Little Swords Girl. It takes no time in introducing you to the sheer difficulty of the map, making the player strain to hit the patterns accurately. In this almost 2-minute long map, actually second tied to be the shortest one, there are no breaks aside from a rather easy jack section, which then follows up with the anchory jump stream pattern, which gets denser, introduces a short dump section, and shortly going back to the familiar jump stream patterns, which gets extremely dense at the end of the map, basically destroying the player's already ruined stamina.
Honestly, like, imagine if this was in York. Imagine if the Ellen Ribbon was in York.
Oh my god, please no.
It would be like something like White Hair Souls though. Like, how do you even play this?
I'm just speechless at this point.
Speechless, but you said the word speech.
I can't even play the semifinals too. Bro.
You know what's the funny thing? Like, when people say I'm speechless, they're technically saying the word speechless.
Okay, that's illegal. I hate you.
Like,
Bro. No.
There's really no breaks. Alright.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, no
But-
break.
but okay, the last pick, and I think Swarmzy again.
Yeah, it's still me.
This is the moment. Here's the
The
one.
last pick, and could be a very familiar song to some.
Here we go.
The last pick is the speed pick of the pool, and it is
Oh,
Credence
no.
Justicia.
Um,
It's not the one in Hakudan. Like, this is a different version. It's by Ska. Although this speed pick Okay, this is the break part. The rice bowl is like just all stamina at this point. You just really need huge stamina to play everything. And I think this is the only break in the map. Just gets back to the really weird stream patterns.
Yeah, this is definitely easier than the Octagon speed. Honestly, like, how is this even played?
I don't know, it could be the hardest map in the pool, depending on your skill set.
Oh my god. That's like a minute and 15 seconds of streams. Huh? Oh my god.
Adobe.
So yeah,
That's basically it for our 4K thingy wajingy. This is our 4K showcase. So I think Surfchu and Lenpai are on the call. Let me call them.
Hello.
Hello.
I think Lenpai is still deaf and can somebody tell him? But anyways, I'm finally back in the call, and since we do have something in store for the tiebreaker, and basically both 4K and 7K do use the same song, just to temper your expectations. So this is why we are going to do the regular picks on 7K first before showing the tiebreaker chart. So I am Sergio85 again, and joining me in the commentary is Lenpai, one of Osu's beat map nominators, also one of the Project Love team members.
X. I was.
X na?
Yeah.
X
I
na?
left like last month, 2 months ago.
Oh,
But I
okay.
was in the project for like, I don't know, almost a year. Almost a year. A bit more than a year maybe.
Ah.
So yeah, I've been there for quite some time, but I left as of recent. So yeah, I'll be around here for not the entire showcase because I have some real life things I have to handle, but I'll be here for quite some time. Maybe give or take 30 minutes.
Okay, so let's sulitin na natin yung availability mo. Let's start. Also, just to note, autoplay lahat nung as warned earlier, the intro. Kasi walang mahanap na players for some reason.
Sir,
Arcan?
should we start with the hardest?
I mean, yeah, we'll start with the hardest pick of the pool.
Okay.
So we have
our first pick.
we have Teka, wala pa. Hindi pa pakita. We have Willie Revillames. Juntis ka na pala. A chart by Lenpai.
I'm speechless. This is so hard.
Yeah, this is so hard. 91% lang na nag-showcase.
Oh my god.
Naalala ko yung nakaraan natin. Talaga? Paula? Ito naman, bebe. Okay, di ba? Siyempre naman. Kasama kita eh. Sakala mo, bebe?
Yeah, I don't quite understand how anyone could play this. So actually, 91 on this chart is actually really good.
Yeah, this is ridiculously hard. There's like so many releases here and they're so incomprehensible. Like look at Surfcrew 85 struggle on those long notes right there. This is so hard. This is so hard, guys.
Yeah, it actually gets harder later on. And yeah, please enjoy the music. This is some really, really good music. I hope chat enjoys this.
This is like better than Camellia.
Yeah, definitely better than Camellia.
Hide your moms. William is here.
So this gives me the will to live.
I
Bigyan
agree.
ng jacket. Yeah, this inverse section is so hard. This is so hard to combo.
Sinasabi niya palang bigyan ng jacket. Biglang paisip ko tuloy. Kung may makaka-FC ng isang map, well, for 4K division lang, I don't know for 7K. Kung may makaka-FC ng map sa 4K, supporter giveaway, bigyan ng supporter giveaway pag may makaka-
Oy, baka wala na pang prize pa.
10 years.
Well, anyways, I think alam na lang lahat ng tao na na hindi naman talaga to part ng pool. So let us start with the actual pool here.
Let's
So
go to
our
the
first-
actual pool.
Yeah. So we have our first pick, a chart. I don't think this is a chart by Night Bunny 7. So we have Planisphere.
Yeah, so this is a convert. So Overjoy, not sure which level of Overjoy this is, but yeah, this is the speed pick of the round. Planisphere, Utah. So this is the speed pick of the round, coming in at, I think it's around 164 BPM. So like the main thing about this chart is that it has 1/8 light chord stream. So unlike the more popular delay pick, Qualia, I think it's like Qualia level 24, which is like dense 1/8. It actually uses lighter 1/8 chord streams. But this being a speed pick and our Mappool having the speed picks go towards the harder side, and here we're now seeing this really fast like chord stream like speed patterns. So yeah, going later here we have these 112 semi-rolly patterns that transition visually. Like there's like some visual transitions, so like rolls and then not so rolly. So you could say that there's a lot of implicit jacking here. There's a lot of demand for hand speed.
I cannot comprehend this anymore. Oh my gosh. Like it's like all I see here is stair after stair after stair, but like I'm not even sure if those are. This is ridiculous. That looks like a bracket and a stair that had a baby.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much this chart. Some really tricky stuff. So don't worry, this is definitely one of the much harder picks of the round. So again, with the reputation again for the pool, giving speed picks a harder emphasis compared to the others.
Also, please ban Osotopus. 1 million score. Okay, so let us go to the second chart of the pool. So this is the first hybrid pick. We have Disorder, a chart by Remoring.
Okay, I'm not too familiar. Once again, since we're kind of doing improv with the pools, I'm not particularly familiar with the picks. So this is what's the name of this pick again? This is
Disorder.
Disorder. I don't think any notes were notes left for us. I don't.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Maple only gave us the notes for the the pure LN picks.
Yeah, so we don't really have notes for this. So I guess let's make the chart speak for itself. But as it stands right here when we're looking at the chart, I think there's like a 50-50 usage on the rice and the long notes. Rice having more it's more transitional, and that long notes are more. Okay, so I've got some intel on like how the hybrid picks are going to be. So I guess if anyone remembers how the previous hybrid pick played out, then we should be able to experience the same kind of like LN hybrid kind of gameplay similar to the previous round. So This one, so this is the LN-based hybrid pick. So we're looking at a ton of brackety patterns, some reverse shields. So it's kind of like I'm imagining like a BMS-ish style chart, but like a bunch of long notes are plastered onto it. That's the kind of feel that I'm getting from this. So yeah, tons of reading, but like it's a lot more physical. Like I guess it's like a lot more physical on how it's supposed to be played. Not a lot of like things that would intentionally try to trick your accuracy. It's just consistently hard, it seems.
Also, I just noticed that the replays are on score V1 for some reason. Sino nag-record?
I think bug lang yun. I think.
That is odd then. That is so odd. Well, anyway, so let us go to the third pick of the pool. So we have jumping, leaping. May proper way to pronounce yung username ni COD. I always forget.
It's like
I always forget.
Bang sock, something like that. Bang sock, something like that. But you know, he should be called COD2 Junior, as coined by the one and only Tope. So yeah, I'm gonna call him COD2 Junior because this is actually the first time that we're gonna see a COD map for the entire tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so.
Granted,
We had one on semis, if I remember correctly.
did we have one for semis? Which one
Or
was that?
I forgot which one, but I remember having like it's
Yeah,
kind of the reason why we always ask like how to pronounce God's username like ever since semifinals, I think.
But yeah, I'm looking back right now at the list. We actually don't have one. Maybe we've used a lot of their charts in the previous tournament, but here we actually don't. I'm checking.
Or
checking
maybe
the
it's
backlog right
guess difficulty?
Maybe, but yeah, like for recent memory, I don't quite remember actually using their charts for the poll. Actually, yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay. I think I remember now. It was on a warm up. Okay.
Oh, it's on the warm up. Okay. So yeah, so this chart, 200 BPM. So like the chord streams, they're not all that dense. So this is more of the overall pick. So you're gonna see some speed patterns. You're gonna see some like implicit jack transitions, some huge chord jacks as seen previously. So this isn't. It could be said that in comparison to the other Rice picks, this is probably one of the easier ones in the pool. Probably one of the more favorable picks going into the future matches. So tons of anchoring, but it's like on the column 1 and column 7. So pretty manageable stuff. And there, that's
That jack is ridiculous.
that's the jack pattern. Yeah. So while it's a Rice pick, yes, there are some long notes, but then again, you know, it's an overall pick, so we're kind of expecting like bits of everything. And there, that's that ending like one-handed bracket section.
Oh, what is that transition?
Very
What is that ending?
cool and nice chord jack.
We are definitely going to see some swings there on the score difference once we go to the match list. Definitely. You remember what happened to Berry on Bagsakan? Like that grace note LN pattern. Anyway, so let us go to the next one. So we have
Oh yeah. Okay. This one.
Mappat, the first
Yeah,
SP
Mappat.
chart of the pool.
Yeah, because we didn't. So like this took way much effort than I wanted to. I was just expecting like, oh, there's a chart existing of this. I'm just gonna slap some notes, but I actually had to fix a lot of timing issues on this one. So yeah. So anybody who follows Konami Arcade Championship, so this is Popper's Chronicle, one of the final picks. So this is kind of like a soft land chart. So this is similar to, how do I say this? Like how you would what you would expect from multi BPM Demani chart. Tons of BPM changes as low as 67 up to around 200 BPM. although there are some memorization elements here, which kind of makes things hard. So you kind of, if you're going to go into this pick, being able to read slow jams is very necessary. Maybe being able to read above like your ability is very necessary. So actually remember like Tatsu going to this pick actually destroyed this pick even with the multi DPM. So yeah, so this is like one of the more like you would say old school style of like how the speed changes. It's just 100% based on the BPM. There's no like fancy SV stuff. It's just pure BPM, kind of like how 2DX, Sound Voltex, and other games handle their multi BPM charts. So this is pretty much like it has like some technical bits, it has some chord jack bits, a few speed bits, and yeah, that's pretty much the thing. And we're here right now at the 101 BPM section, goes to 202, which is a characteristic of Chaos Q, and we're at this yeah. So that's a one-to-one like similar pattern on how the pop-in chart look like. So it's actually like the exact same. So that's pretty much how the chart is gonna be like. So yeah, some preparation and yeah, and if you can read slow jams, it is a free chart.
Yeah, like I just hope that this doesn't get 100% ban rate, please.
Nah, we have another SB chart.
Yeah, we have another SB chart.
Wait for that one.
Well, so now let us go on to Vivace Tramonto, our third rise start of the pool, and this is the bracket heavy pick. Spoon Guy SP5? Did I read the difficulty correctly?
Yeah, this is SP5, but on 1.05 rate. So this is to anyone who's familiar with this chart. I know a lot of people aren't particularly familiar with Spoon Guy. This is the bracket pick of the round. If I'm not mistaken, this is at 185 BPM more or less, like 180 something. So it starts tons of, so it's like it has polyrhythms and a lot of brackets. So kind of consistent with how the previous polls are done. This is definitely like the full-on bracket pick of the round, spiced up by very few amounts of jacks and some polyrhythm sections. Although the polyrhythms aren't really that obvious, just on the basis of how dense it is and like how brackety it is. So yeah, bracket pick of the round.
Those are beautiful flams inside those brackets. Is it though? Are those just there really to trip up accuracy or something?
Nah, it actually works with the music. Like there's like some actual flams in like the music. It's like an actual thing. Although you have to like pay extra attention to the music to notice it. And yeah, that's a pretty nasty jack pattern over there. But yeah, so that's like one of the more nasty transitions in the chart. But again, the major part of this is really like how these brackets play out. So like if you're gonna play this and then boot up random, it's gonna play a lot easier. But you know, that's just how it is. That's just how Spoon Guy charts are.
What is that ending? Well, so now that is the third rise start. So let us now go to Avalon no Oka. Maple Syrup has been waiting for this chart. A chart by Nero. This is the second Nero chart in the pools after Milk Chocolate, and shields galore. Like if there's a chart where you could just remember a shield, this is that chart. And those are very tricky tight release timings as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about this. Shields, reverse shields, a lot of shields. Everything is just shields. So if you like shields, you have to protect this. But yeah, that's pretty much the name of the game. Even like Blue mentioned that like anyone who's gonna see this chart, even right now, I'm just thinking like, what is this? What the hell am I looking at? This is some really like really reading intensive stuff. Like there's a lot of like shield usages, so jacking is very essential in this kind of chart. Tons of reverse shields, tons of reading elements. So I think this is definitely one of the probably the hardest pick to get accuracy on for this round, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't checked the other LN picks for this round.
Those tight gaps don't make the long notes like look like a single long note instead of two. It's that, like, I don't even know. I mean, I can definitely see this getting banned unless, I mean, knowing the players, they probably won't, but I'm not even sure.
Yeah, given the other picks so far, I don't think this is gonna be that worthy of a ban. Maybe avoid, but not really worth banning at the very least.
And that is Avalon Oka. So now let's go on to the Chord Jack based pick of the pool. So this is the final Chord Jack, Dormir Sayonara Trip. I haven't heard this song in years. So
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, so yeah, this is the chord jack pick of the round. Speed chord jacks actually. So thinking back to last round, we're actually just for this round first, we're actually like scrambling to find like a chord jack pick that would actually fit for this round. And we ended up with some speed chord jacks. Instead of something that's slower, we ended up with something that's actually pretty fast. So this is at a BPM of, I forgot what BPM this is. I think it's like 133, 136, something like that. It's like 130 something. So a lot of like triple jacks. It's not the most, definitely not the most comfortable stuff. Like you see a lot of like triple stabs, a lot of very quick transitions. So this is really like a fast chord jack pick. And then later on, you're gonna see like how dense it actually gets, and we're actually starting right now.
Oh my goodness. I could just imagine Chorus MA on this. I can just imagine Chorus MA on this. Also, I think this is like the first time we used like really fast chord jacks, come to think about it. Especially compared to Zuto Summer from last week.
Yeah. Zuto Summer was definitely slower and a lot less dense. So this is kind of like actually faster, actually denser. So if you're gonna compare to like previous MUWC, like Vend or Turn Down, I think this is more similar in difficulty to Turn Down. Spoon Guy's Turn Down is actually a really, really hard chart.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that, we are now going to actually how many charts have we now? How many charts are we? We have now we have the second Nero chart of the pool. Penari's Lancelot, Flame of the Rebellion. So this is compared to Avalon Oka, this is way different in terms of structure, in terms of patterning. This looks like something like the first hybrid, but a bit more intense on the long note usage. Kind of builds up from like the density LN stuff.
Yeah, so this is actually the LN density speed pick of the round. So expect some really fast long notes, especially at this BPM. And I think like major part of like what makes this speedy is a lot of those jack usages, a lot of those transitions, like a very generous usage of jacks here, similar to like the previous very shieldy pick. So it's like a combination of streams.
Like it's kind of evident there. Plus, like, yeah, I'll just carry on. So maple syrup's notes on here, like this chart starts at around 200 BPM and then like goes intense like 212, and there's so many inverse sections. Like you see right here, it's an inverted chord stream. Like you go to like super tight releases. Like this just doesn't want to make your hands take a rest. Like, look at those tight release timings now. Like, it's there to trip up your accuracy. Like, if you think the tiebreaker bursts were already brutal, like, look at this. Look at this. I'm not even sure how you could train to get to this level. It just gets super ridiculous, oh my goodness. Like, the shield usages here.
Yeah, despite being like a speed pick, it is actually quite varied. There's like a lot of stuff going on here, like from jacks, the inverts, the streams, the visual patterns. There's actually a healthy amount of variety here. Makes it quite a more varied pick than you would think for a speed chart.
So now we are going to the second and the final SV pick of the entire tournament on 7K. So we have Megative's chart on Boss on Parade. I think you two might be better people to explain what this is.
I can't quite explain this because I was asked to compare like which chart is harder, this or Technodrome. So like I played Technodrome, I played this. Technodrome I sight read with like an 82, 81. This one I sight read this with like a 78. This is
what is that?
I'm at a loss for words on like this chart. Like I can't actually believe that this was used for qualifiers for an Indo tournament. Really
This is the qualifier chart?
Yeah. Like I really can't believe it. Like this is some really hard nasty stuff. Like this is definitely grand finals level. A lot harder than Hagoromo, a lot harder than Technodrome, a lot harder than what grand finals picks other tournaments have. This is really hard. First, you have to consider it's 3 minutes long. 3 minutes long of 100% pure memorization. And not just memorization, but memorizing a lot of these weird, like this weird timing. There's like a lot of like shifts in the timing. So kind of reminiscent of like 4K's Raizura Konika, where like the rhythms change, a lot of things change. And here, a lot of things change. There's a general lack of repetition. So there's a lot of like, if you're not going to like play this as much as you should, as much as you could, rather, there's a lot of guesswork that you have to do here. It's just really hard.
Oh my goodness. I mean, shoutouts to Bear. I want to see Berry repeat their strategy from yesterday. Arcat, Emily, if you guys are right, you remember what happened to Berry on Technodrome last night?
Yep.
Tactical rest?
Tactical rest, indeed.
Alright. Very important to note that this chart fell victim to like Posu's audio update thingy, where like all of the charts got shifted by 15 ns. So if you're anybody who's playing this, take into account that you're gonna have to play this at -20. Like you have to shift the timing by -20 milliseconds. That was just something that Mappool picked up last minute, so worth considering.
Okay, so that is the final SV pick of the entire tournament, 4K and 7K combined. So we are now going to the third LN pick of this pool. So we have Hasotobi's chart of Smiling. There is a rank. I think there is a rank chart of this song by Kawawa, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. There's a rank chart of Smiling. So I think this is the shorter version. Yeah, this is the shorter version. I think probably original version at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Kawawa's chart was at 5 minutes. It's marathon length. So yeah, so another quite known mapper for like the more skilled players has to be. So this chart serves as the LN density stream pick. So last pick we had the previous LN pick we had Lancelot was the speed density pick. This is the stream density pick. So imagine like how the stream picks look previously. So like 1/4 streams, tons of variable releases, maybe some occasional inverts, but that's pretty much it. You have to be consistent with how you play your streams. You have to be mindful of your releases, mindful of like how you're gonna read these LNs. So yeah, all the way, streams all the way.
Oh my gosh. Like I'm not even sure like how this kind of builds up already from the other like let's say Turkey or Blue Clapper from the earlier rounds. Like this looks like something beyond that already. But it's super consistent though, especially comparing it to the other one, yeah.
Yeah, it pretty much sticks to what it wants to do. The music lends itself to this kind of charting at this high difficulty level of charting, and 2 minutes. Yeah, it's a lot. It's not too long. It's not too long for this to be a very desirable pick for players. So I think this is gonna be picked a lot. I think all matches are gonna have this pick. I think this is gonna be a very popular pick.
Well, there are only 3 matches maximum that is going to happen on 7K, so I really hope that everything we see on the showcase even for 4K will be seen at some point. Like, I mean, bahala na kung hindi matop yung nangyari kagabi. 3 tiebreaker in a row. Basta man lang makita lahat ng charts. Okay, so now that is the third LN pick of the 7K pool. So now we have the faster of the chord stream picks on the rise. So we have Valkyrie Revolution, a chart by Pengdaw.
So yeah, just gonna say this ahead of time. So I guess I'm gonna have to leave now. Again, as earlier said, because of IRL stuff. So Surf is gonna take it from here. Thank you everyone for this night. Hope you enjoy the rest of the pool. Hope you enjoy the tiebreaker, and see you next tournament, perhaps.
Well, with that, I'll be taking over the commentary booth, but since I kind of not worked on the Grand Finals pool, I kind of stopped working in the pools after quarterfinals. So I'll be commentating this pretty much an improv at this point. So this is like comparing it to the other chord stream based picks of the pool, like the bracket stream, the kind of forgot the titles, but this one kind of is like so dense, and it just doesn't let up. Well, except for this part, like you get this is like free accuracy territory for basically all the players, but after this it then picks up again. Like here we go, like what, how do you even read that? Like, is that like a triple snare going into a lot of bracket streams? Really, it's just brutal on the hands. Like all I can see now on the screen, it's not even like a note pattern. I only see a checker pattern on screen. It's that unreadable to me now. Like I cannot comprehend like how, like, massive props to whoever is able to play this. This is like, all I know is that this one will definitely tire out everyone left in the pool. And that is Valkyrie Revolution. So let us go on to the final LN pick of the pool. So we have Moni's Realized Maze, and this is the extended mix. So if the Rice category had a wildcard pick of some sorts where you see everything, this one is the noodle equivalent of that chart. So this has everything you've seen in the entire pool, like so many inverses, consistent LN streams. Like you get some very, very fun patterns here and there, at least visually. So that part is, if I'm not mistaken, that is a reverse shield ladder pattern of some sort. Like, so that looks so hard to play on. Oh, hello, Walter White.
Uy. Nagsistream ba kayo?
Yes, we are on stream.
Dude.
We are on stream, Arj. We could hear your Tetris right here.
I'm playing Tetris.
I think that you just invaded the stream, but anyways, we are in the middle of showcase, so this is the next LN pick. So this is like super consistent on the LN usage. Like it's really
I'm gonna mute.
that pattern is just like super hard to hit. Like these inverses, like those aren't even irregularly spaced gaps. I mean, those aren't regular spaced gaps. Like you get a shorter gap and like gets extended if I'm reading the chart correctly. And here's like a speed staccato LN section going. Oh my goodness! Like this is ridiculous. Tama yung sinasabi niyo sa anin, para pinapagod na yung players at this level. Like I just cannot comprehend it. Like, and you have to keep on going for how many minutes? Like, at this point, maybe like the entire match in itself, like you have to manage your stamina a lot. Because for sure, especially if if the matches go distance, you have to prepare to be able to play at a very high level for like 2-3 hours, especially if you go to the grand finals and you take that to bracket reset as well. Lots of things you have to keep in mind. So baka mapapainom kayo ng Gatorade ba dyan, or 5-hour energy na shot dyan. Like, not that we condone, we do not condone overdosing yourself with caffeine or something. Like, that is dangerous. But just make sure that you could manage your energy going into the entire weekend. Because the pools are not letting up. And that is the final LN pick of the pool. So we have 2 more rice picks and 1 hybrid. So we are now going to the stamina based rice chart. So we have Firelight, and oh my goodness, I just said this is the rice stamina pick. So this is like 9,600 plus notes, and oh my goodness, Arcati could already start replay lol. So, if the entire pool was already draining on stamina, how much more if we put a rice stamina chart? You start with like these heavy chords, then definitely like we had the DJ Sharpnel chart from on finals week 1. Like that chart had a break at the middle. This one, on the other hand, does not have a break. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Well, after this part as well, obviously. Like, that speed section, like, it's not even like consistent chord streaming. Like, you get like a few bursts of one. I think those are 1/6 at 200 BPM, so that's like super fast. The amount of finger control you need to even get there, it just doesn't let up. And we aren't even 1/4 into the chart. I could just imagine like this chart might not even be picked early on in the match just because of how draining it is. Or maybe they could pick this early on actually, but that really depends on how the players will last after that. But it does look like the patterns do repeat of some sort, but that's kind of like the hard part. When the patterns repeat, you kind of sometimes turn off your brain and just like continue playing, then turns out you start rushing. And again, just to reiterate, this is one of the longest picks of the entire pool, clocking between 4 minutes to 5. Okay, may have cut off there. Apparently, nawala yung internet ko sandali. Anyways, carrying on. So, again, I mentioned it earlier. This doesn't let up at all. Like, you get... Like, this moment is kind of lighter than what happened. Is lighter than the past few seconds of the chart, but... Man, I don't think this could even be considered as a break, especially with these core jacks, really. Like, this is slower, but not a break at all. Again, 5 minutes and 14 seconds. One of the... I think this is even longer than the tiebreaker for the record. Longer than the tiebreaker by around 40 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. And this section right here, the amount of finger control you need to nail that section, oh my goodness. And here's the thing, there's still like 2,000 plus notes left in the chart. Like, I'm not even sure we could see if we could still see some 99s from the players. It may be possible, but ewan ko na. Like, Arj, can you please mute your mic?
Ay,
Arj?
hello. I think I pressed the mic
Was
button.
that Mario?
Sorry.
Was that Mario?
Yeah, I'm playing Tetris DS, sorry.
Oh, no wonder there's Mario sounds on your Tetris game. But anyways, going back into the showcase. This section, like, there's still 600 notes. Like, hold on. Like, I think the players will just have to hold on at this point.
Nagulat ako may Mario.
Yeah, nga eh. Just a bit more. And this thrill is not fun. Like, this thrill is so long. And there we go, and I think that is the end of the chart. Kaya pa ba? Yan ang tanong sa mga players na naiiwan. Next up, we're not yet done. There's still 2 more charts before we go to the tiebreaker. And we have the final pure rice chart of the pool. So we have Sakuzio's Fracture Ray, a chart by Salted Fish. Ano yun? Bagoong o bulad? Salted fish eh. Anyways. Teka, hipon yung alamang, di ba?
Ay, hipon ba yun? Oh my god.
Alam ko hipon yun eh.
Bruh.
Anyways, this is the technical rice chart of the pool. And by technical, they mean technical. Okay, my mom corrected me just now. Tinabal ang tawag doon? Ah, okay. Tinabal daw tawag doon. According to my mom who just corrected me, her hearing me commentary. But anyways, this, like, for a lot of people who aren't well versed, like, these patterns here, they do not technical, at least for the eyes of like certain people. This looks like speed, but like, look at those drills, look at those core drills, look at that mini delay section right there. The amount of finger control, the amount of technique you have to exert, the amount of stamina you have to keep just to maintain your accuracy on this is beyond words. Just for the record, I think Len, we didn't mention this earlier. The pool was supposed to be easier than this. But the tiebreakers happened. The Sunny, Berry, Pura, and Black Points. When those matches happened, Maple Syrup suddenly decided we should buff the pool. And what you're seeing in the showcase is what you're seeing in the showcase is the result of that buff. I mean, I'm not even sure if this was part of the Maple, I'm pretty sure you're already complaining in chat right now. I mean, you and Lenpai kind of agree to it, so you guys have to take the blame. I didn't even work on the pools after quarterfinals. I only re-uploaded Bagsakan for finals week 1 to put it to OD7, OD5 lang sana yun. So yeah. And that is the final pure rice pick of the pool. So now we are going to the final regular pick of the entire tournament, 4K and 7K combined. So we have Rebus and Telekea, the rice-based hybrid. And like, I haven't, similar to the other charts, this will be the first time I am seeing this, since again I did not work on the later rounds. Like, this, oh my gosh, natahimik agad. Intro pa lang to. Like, this pattern is relatively light considering that the chart itself is like around 8 point something stars again. Like, the average star rating of the pools, except for the SVs, or actually including the SVs, is 7.15. Like, the only chart na humila dito yung yung core jack at saka yung SV memo. And from what I remember, from what Maple and Lenpai discussed, like, this is around MWC finals level, so, or somebody might, or slightly harder, I'm not even sure. Like, I've been out of the scene in the Mappool selection. Somebody should be able to confirm that. Anyways, the amount of brackets here, like, the elements inserted in these brackets, like, this doesn't look fun. It looks fun visually, but I don't think this is fun to play with your hands. And imagine that the break section is an invert. Break section is an invert. Imagine. And that was also the ending as well, so I can't even. And with that, all of the regular picks of the 4K and 7K pools have been exhausted.
Yay!
So I think it's now time for us to reveal the thing we have teased.
I'm so
The thing we have
nervous.
teased last weekend.
Okay.
And I think the introduction to this one will be from Emily.
Yes.
So I'll give the mic to Emily for the meantime. So we'll just fill in on the details after.
Emily?
Tiebreaker hype.
Emily? Emily?
Emily?
Emily?
Emily, where are you?
Panic.
Emily? Nandiyan ka pa ba? Naka-unmute naman siya pero wala nagsasalita.
Oh no. Wait, let me ping the guy. I mean the girl.
Baka naman napasobra sa kain.
Ganon. Grabe siya.
Tumigil na sa kumain para gawin yung showcase. Well, while we're waiting for Emily, What is somebody doing right now? Oh, baka naman. Oh, baka naman.
Oh no.
Oh no. So
Emily's gone.
do I have to do the intro this time?
Yeah. You'll just
Yeah, like I saw the script.
yeah.
Though nabaon na sa limot for some reason.
Oh my god. Well,
Teka lang. Hanapin yung script. Teka lang.
okay.
Nasaan na ba yung lintik na script na yun? Okay, I found it.
So, guys,
Epic. Teka lang, inom na ako tubig
Okay.
sandali.
basically this is the moment we've been waiting for. This is the final map for 4K and 7K. Okay.
Arcat, the time has come.
I'm so nervous. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
This is the final map of the end. This is the final chart. Bakit map yung ginagamit nyo? This is the final chart of the whole tournament. The final boss. There have been numerous also Philippines Mania tournaments in the past few years, but none so stacked at this one. Battle after battle, close match after close match. This has been unpredictable, and everyone in this tournament has played like winners. 3 for each division remain to stay alive, but only one can truly be at the top. Northern Lunar Node, an also Philippines exclusive custom song, inspired by the mighty Rahu and the North Node, a Hindu demon who swallows the sun causing eclipses, and is one of the 9 Navagrahas. Rahu Kala teaches us that nothing is fair in the world and there will be downfall, yet there is peace to those who allow the good to transpire. This is the song for the tiebreaker. So I guess you guys should explain the 4K side first before we go to the 7K one. For 7K, this chart has basically everything you have seen. Heavy technical blacks, heavy technical chord streams, O2 jam patterns, like from 8-bit O2 jam patterns, 16-bit, like how many bits from what Maple Syrup told me. So many shields. This has everything. And honestly, I can say this, especially with how Maple Syrup told us in the Mappool selection team. This is Osumania's 7K's hardest tournament tiebreaker in history. Well, it's lighter than Sync to the Deep Sea World on the 2019 MWC Finals, but still, this is very hard.
I honestly cannot comprehend how big of a success this is. I don't really want to like get emotional at this point, but thank you for Nick Droid for collaborating with us. Thank you for the staff. Thank you for everyone, I guess. And yeah, I hope that everyone enjoys this track. Support Nick Droid. We will be linking all of his socials down below this video at the end of the stream.
We'll also be uploading this as a separate upload after the showcase.
Yes. Also, thank you for How to Play LN and Jester for the replays and for being a guest staff on our staff list. Yeah, thank you for everyone, for the modders of this map, for mapping,
Collaborators, all the collaborators.
everyone
Like, I'm not even sure how you managed to pull this off. Like, when I tapped you as one of my co-hosts for this tournament, I didn't expect that you will actually go all out.
Well, I just really want to give my best as, you know, a first timer.
You made it worth it, man. You've made
Yes.
it worth it. And this entire tournament has been so special, and I think it's not really a secret to everyone that this may be my final tournament as a host, because I
Yeah.
actually want to play in a PH tournament before I fully stay away from the community, just fully say goodbye. But
Yeah.
man, this is so special. Like, what we've seen over the past few weeks is special, and I hope that we will be able to close out the tournament strong. Arcat, you could transition to the
I forgot to transition. Oh my
yeah.
God. Well,
You forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I don't want to get super emotional here. So
True. I'm just
I think it's time for us to talk about the brackets for the
brackets
meantime.
time. I haven't
Brackets
updated.
time.
I haven't updated the bracket, so we're going to live update it. Hogger.
I don't remember the scores. Oh my gosh. All I know what happened. Okay, I think I have the challenge up on my end now, so I guess I'll dictate. So let's start with 4K. So let's go to the losers bracket for the first.
Okay.
So Ledge versus Silicosis. So this was the only match on day 2. I mean day 1. Actually, all matches day 1 did not go to tiebreaker. Silicosis winning that match against Ledge for 7-4. Then we had J1002 versus Bliss, also done on Saturday. J1002 won that 7-2. And after that, we had J1002 and Silicosis. The only match on that Super Sunday last night that did not go to tiebreaker. J1002 won that match 7-3. Bracket, we had Sunny and Bodji face each other. Unfortunately, Sunny had to win that. Bodji had to back out of that match due to family commitments. So Sunny advanced to the next round 7-0 by default. So the other match on 7K, we had Arquin face Lack Points. Arquin unfortunately losing that match against Lack Points 7-2. So Lack Points would face Sunny the following day. And that match, the first 7K match of that Super Sunday night, Sunny won that on tiebreaker 7-6. And on the winners bracket, we had Berry and Kuro, one of the best 7K matches you'll ever see in Osumania's history. Kura barely edging out Berry by 3,000 points on tiebreaker Cora winning that 7-6. And that is the state of the bracket on 7K. So hindi pa rin nahulog si Berry dyan sa
Oo nga, ba't
loses
ganun?
bracket finals for some reason. Anong ginawa ni Toshi? May ano siguro? May babalagang ginawa si Toshi siguro sa laser for some reason. But anyways, Berry and Sunny, who have faced each other earlier in the bracket stage, will be facing each other again for a bigger prize. Whoever loses that match will be third place in the tournament, and the winner will be facing Cora, who has a twice to beat advantage to become Philippine National 7K champion. And on that note, any final words from you guys?
Oh my god, this has been a very, very long 6 months of tournament hosting and doing tournament stuff. And I just want to say my final message as a co-host that thank you for...
Huwag naman sa final, meron pa tayong Sunday, no?
Oo nga pala, I mean,
Save na natin yun doon, save na natin yung mga ano na yun. But like,
I mean,
yung para ano ko na.
okay. I mean, I just want to say that, yeah, thank you for believing. Thank you for picking me as a co-host, and yeah, please enjoy every last bit of the grand finals, and I hope that everyone is safe and sound. That's all for me.
I'll save my final words for after the grand finals, because I don't want to become teary unlike yesterday, unlike last night.
Bruh.
So I don't want to cry on stream. Like seriously, I almost did last night. Steven knew how emotional I was before we closed out. I mean, you were in there.
Yep.
I can't believe that it's all about to end.
Yeah, I can't believe that it's ending this week as successful as I'm expecting it to be.
I mean, it always, the final week, despite of whatever the result it is, it's always special in a way.
Yeah.
I've hosted tournaments since 2016, and I think this is one of the most special endings we'll ever get.
Yeah.
And on that note, this is SurfShoe85 in the commentary booth.
And this
In
is
behalf of Emily and Lenpai and the rest of the PHNM 2021 staff, thank you guys so much for watching the final Mappool showcase for this tournament. Good luck to the players. I really hope na walang magde-default.
True?
I really hope. Kasi sayang.
Yeah.
Well, good night everyone, and see you on Saturday.
Goodbye.